I'm here with Jimmy Mitchell, and we're going to talk about lovegood.com and learn about the way of beauty that so many folks at Catholic TV are familiar with. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's great to be with you, Bonnie. Thanks.
Good. Now, so we had a great exchange here about why you started lovegood.com, so tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it really was born out of a lot of joy and struggle in my own life to encounter God in everyday life, to live my faith beyond retreats and camps and conferences that as a young person I was really accustomed to going to, and to really find out ways to encounter God through beauty and to even help people around me encounter God through beauty in those ordinary circumstances of life. So, what began as a bit of a dream, even when I was a seminarian, has since become a subscription company, an event production company, and we're increasingly partnering with a lot of really cool apostolates and organizations in the church because I think everybody recognizes the need and the power that beauty has to evangelize culture.
Yeah, absolutely. At one time at Catholic TV, we had a beautiful show called Way of Beauty, and really talking about how that just influences our lives.
Right.
And I loved your phrase from the saints. So tell our viewers about that.
The one from the saints.
About making the world so beautiful you wouldn't sing.
Yeah, well, this is one of my favorite saints of all time, Saint John Bosco.
Sure.
He worked with young people. He was a foster father, essentially, not technically, but essentially to hundreds of orphan boys in Turin, Italy, basically mid-1800s. And he said, we've got to create a culture here where it's nearly impossible for these young men to sin.
Yeah.
A culture of virtue, a culture where it's easy to love good and flee evil.
Yeah.
I just learned that recently in a moral theology class. I'm doing a little master's online right now. And my professor said the whole of the Christian moral life can be summed up in this: love good, flee evil. I thought,
wow,
that's great.
How beautiful.
We're love good. We can run with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Check. Yeah.
Check.
So this is a subscriptions service kind of thing. So tell us how that works, the practical aspects.
So we launched in the summer of 2013 with a 45-city house concert tour and rounded up 300 patrons at the time with the hopes of continuing to bless them with beautiful music, books, art, and just inspiration to build that culture of virtue wherever they find themselves. And so every 3 months, we have a package that goes out. Right now, just over 530 patrons in 9 countries that we know of are getting this beautiful kind of Christmas morning experience as commissioned artwork, curated apparel and merchandise, alongside, most importantly, the music and the published books that we're doing in-house. And the idea is for them to have this constant reminder that beauty will change the world, that in fact beauty is an entry point, a conversation starter for anybody in their life, especially their unbelieving family members and friends who just want to know and learn more and be captivated by the faith without being preached at,
right. Yeah. And what a beautiful way to do that. And, the things that we surround ourselves with really kind of define, when that adage used to be, you can tell where the important things are in your life by your checkbook. Yeah. Now it's kind of like, what's that bumper sticker on your car? What's playing in your CD? What are you reading, It's
a great point. We forget this, but most of us are consuming 8 hours of music a day.
You're right.
More than 2 hours of video content a day between YouTube and Netflix and everything else. We're checking our phone once every 12 minutes, right? So we're living in a culture of noise, a culture of distraction. Well, beauty can pierce through all of that.
Yeah.
And it can remind us what it really means to be human.
That's beautiful, that beauty can pierce through that. That's a great way to put that. So who's your target subscriber, and how can people subscribe?
Great. A lot of our subscribers tend to be millennials, so young couples, newly married couples raising kids who want to build that culture of virtue within their homes. You'd be surprised. So many of our patrons are also just in their 20s. Maybe they have a little bit of expendable income. It's their first time with a job. And they just recognize that their investment in the arts, their investment in beauty is a way to place their vote for the future of culture.
Great.
So it's mostly 20-somethings and 30-somethings, all the way up to people like my parents and their generation of baby boomers who just see, well, here's a way to give back. Here's a way to build up this next generation.
Sure. That's great. And so people sign up at lovegood.com?
Well, lovegoodculture.com. If you could help me buy lovegood.com, that'd be great. I could just send someone to South Korea right now and buy it from my man. I just can't seem to get him to give it to me.
So lovegoodculture.com. But that really says it all. So that's perfect.
That's right.
That's perfect. So lovegoodculture.com. And now we're going to go back to the rest of This Is the Day.